Hello, I am Reptile7, and this video is dedicated all the way to LEGO. I mean, it might come to my channel for the gaming, you might come to it for the stop motions, and you might come to it just to see a new YouTuber. But today, what we're doing is my custom LEGO projects. Basically, these are all guns and weapons, except for one of the items, because I really love it so much and I have to show it to you. So today, we are unraveling the world of custom LEGO weapons. These are all custom to me, ones that I alone have built and come up with the designs entirely from my head. So if somebody else has built this, it is purely coincidental, I promise you. So first up is the only thing on this list that is not technically a weapon, is this video camera. It is a pretty cool thing. I came up with it when I was trying to create like a filming camera for like a news team. I was just trying to figure out how to work it. So I used one of these kind of like, you know the guns like with just all studs on the sides? Like this is the stick right here. Like one of those things. Then is add a flat 1x1 plate right here. One of these recording things around the side, a 2x1, and a flat black 2x1 on the top. I used one of these barrel pieces for the barrel of it, I guess. And then I use this light brick for the camera. And that is like a video camera that you can use. Or a security camera if you want. So it can work either way. Then we have this. This is pretty simple. It's just a, kind of like a flare bomb. It's just the lightsaber piece and a flame piece. But it can definitely work very well for your stop motion needs or just for your models. Then we have another fire-related weapon. This I came up with entirely myself and looks kind of strange. It looks like a cross between a leaf blower and a flamethrower. So I was working on kind of like designing a weird type of chainsaw using this piece, the 1x1 brick with a little bar on the edge. And then I just combined this 1x1 cylinder with a bag, a lightsaber brick, and one of these bush pieces, stuck a fire in, and now it looks like a cross between a leaf blower and a flamethrower. You could also customize it to just be a leaf blower if you wish. Then we have this axe. It's like kind of like a hatchet. I used this mini axe from a fire set, and then I also used a hand just to give it a bit more detail so it wasn't so simple. Then some of the guns can be really simple and are really easy to come up with, like this. It's just a simple pistol piece with a hand on it, although it looks really cool. Then I've done this again with a revolver piece, only this time as like a rangefinder. It looks pretty cool and could work in like a steampunk model, I guess, or just in a normal model. This one's kind of like a machine gun or a Tommy gun, I guess. It uses again the classic gun piece with a lightsaber and a hand. I hope these guns are pretty easy to copy because, well, I made them and I'm pretty sure they're easy to copy. Then we have this. This is kind of like a water soaker. I used a yellow one of these gun pieces with a lightsaber piece and a green 1x1 cylinder. It looks kind of like a super soaker, or you could use it as a flamethrower, which is why I originally designed it to be, but just liked it better as a super soaker. So you could use it either way. Then we have this. This is a gear piece notched onto a Star Wars gun. You could use it as like multiple rounds of calibers of ammunition, and it's pretty easy to build, and you could probably have these pieces because they're very common in most sets. Then we have a double barrel with a hand attached to it. Double barrel guns are very common and are used in gun videos a lot. And this just kind of looks like one of those classic guns. I'm not sure what they're called, but they look really cool, and I really like the design of this. Then this one is kind of a harpoon gun, used for two hands. It is a Lego Batman movie grappling hook piece with one of these 1x1 fire extinguisher tops, topped off with a 1x1 cylinder and an arrow. Like these silver arrows you can find pretty common. And it's basically used as like a harpoon gun, or something like that. This is something that is very rare. What's it called? Grenade launcher. I built it when I was trying to copy another person's gun, but then couldn't have some of the pieces and kind of just fill with the design a bit. It's very simple, just requiring a black stud shooter, a 1x1's, what are these things called with the little wheel thing at the end? a stud, and a clip. So not very hard to build and really easy, and it looks kind of like a, why can I not remember the name to it? a, grenade launcher, that's it. And this one is probably a really heavy-duty gun, and it is probably very cool looking, in my opinion. It's a really long gun, has this really weird Technic barrel piece, a kind of rare piece right here, this little torch piece, a black laser gun, and again, one of these weird plates. If you can tell me what this is, please do. And the stud. Then we're moving on. This is actually a character I created, and he's going to be used in one of, he's being used in one of the stop motions. This is basically my Lego interpretation for what I look like. And he is demonstrating, yeah, this is what I look like in real life, kind of. And this is the Superpower Pack. It's basically designed kind of like an Iron Man attachment with the piece you find in the Chitauri Warriors, with, not the Chitauri, the other ones, with two 1x1 clips and red studs for boosters. Then you have a nice cannon. I added this chain piece that I managed to come up with. And then, of course, we have this barrel, which is made up of a skeleton hand, another one of these clip pieces, a weird one of that brick again. I really don't know the names. It's kind of like axle piece, a stick, and a barrel. And this can be used for many different things. If you just make a hand piece with this gauntlet, you can plug it onto the end, and boom! A punching device. Looks pretty cool. Then, of course, we have some other designs that I've also built, particularly for this one model. We have this stick, which is basically, again, kind of like a hatchet. You could use it to beat people up, kind of like a bully club or something. It's basically just a clip, a hand, and a stick. Then we have this. It can be just clipped onto somebody's hand. It's basically kind of based on my interpretation of a brass knuckle with claws and a minifigure hand. Really easy to build. Then this next one, these pieces. This wizard wand and a wizard wand with a lightsaber piece. They're not too hard to find and relatively easy and very fun to mess around with. And you can make like an electroshock, a cattle prod, a spike, whatever you want to call it. It just looks really amazing and cool in design. Then we only have a couple more, so if you're tired of the video, then it'll be done soon. Then we have this shoulder-mounted cannon that goes on top of this. This is, as I said, a cannon on his shoulder. It can be used as a heavy-duty gun. Is constructed up of a clip, a fireman's piece, a stud, a megaphone, a barrel with a blue one of these Technic bricks, and then just a silver one. Or you could replace other pieces for it. I really like the design. The back piece is kind of brittle, but it's still not really nice in design. And last but not least, this is probably one of my favorite ones, this shield. I constructed it when I was trying to make a SWAT shield, and it's pretty cool. You just add a minifigure hand right here so you can sit into an arm socket. You have a 1x2 bar piece, either two 1x1 clips or one 1x2 clip with a nice curvy slant piece, 1x2. Then these other curvy slant pieces that are also 1x2. They're kind of like vents, I guess. And then you have on the bottom another one of these clips. It has to have one clip or else it doesn't fit. And then another one of these bars. And now onto the comment reading section. Here we are back in the comment section. I'm sorry I haven't done one of these in a while. It's just because of a lack of comments. But now I've got a decent enough amount, so I'm back at it. So a month ago on Defeat of Skeletron Terraria number 2, Jimmy said that Skeletron dude is scary. He definitely was. Then I said new videos released on Saturdays and Tuesdays at 4 p.m. So that's my schedule. I release new videos on Saturdays and Tuesdays at 4 p.m. So if you want to catch a video as soon as it comes out, just check at that time. Patrice said another cool video on Deadpool episode 2, Gang Battle. I definitely enjoyed that one in particular. One of my earliest uses of green screen. Pretty funny. Jimmy again on Smash Bros. Brawl. I'm rooting for Katsuki to pull off an upset. She might. I mean,
we were definitely going to do another Smash Bros. At some point, and that was definitely an interesting adventure. And Jimmy again in Bowmasters has House of Hazards. House of Hazards, my favorite game so far. Give it to that grandma. Yeah, I'm sorry if you guys didn't like my comments on the grandma in the game, but it was a CPU and it was honestly pretty funny to do that. And then just one day ago, my most recent video, Deadpool vs. Wolverine, by Brick Collector YT, YouTube. Neat stop motion, well done. Thank you, Brick Collector YT. And I also, well, I'll say thank you to you. I also checked out your channel. I really do like it. Like, you do a bunch of amazing videos, not views. So if you guys want to see anything on new sets and custom made figures, check out Brick Collector YT. He's got a great channel. And for that, I guess that is the end of today's episode. Thank you for watching. And I guess it is a wrap. Till next time. Goodbye.